We're gonna come down, we're gonna get into it, we're gonna feel the vibrations of the water. So check it out. How's it going? Good. I was just glad to stop by. It's good seeing you. It's been a while. Maybe it hasn't, maybe it hasn't. But I'm glad you're taking a walk with me. So we're just gonna take a little look around. I'm gonna tell you, with this video, I'm dying to get out in the kayak. The challenge is it's been very cold and windy. And I went all the trouble. I have my kayak, the banger, in the back of my vehicle. But when I got out here, I realized it's too cold, winds is nuts, and the water flow, you snooze, you lose. So I'm checking out the Elizabeth River. I want to know what you think. This is what we call a juxtaposition. Would you like to live here? This is a place in Union, New Jersey. Oh, and it's called it's a new complex basically on the Kane University campus. But what's really interesting is you got this big new construction and it's plopped right down on one of my favorite things. We got the Lehigh Valley Railroad passing over the Elizabeth River, and I was really excited about riding this today, but there's just not enough flow, a lot of portage. But the issue would be just so cold and wet and portage, and it just wouldn't make it. So I just want to give you a little look and see what it looks like. Let's take a closer look. Just not enough water. Well, this is deep right here. This is enough, but I'm making excuses, as you can see. It's actually a little milder now since I first came out, but this is a part of the Elizabeth River that I've never gotten to see, even on Google Maps. Unless you come down here, you can't, or you hike the river, you can't see all this, and it's really interesting. Let's give it another look. I'm in the water now, but I want to get over here and see if we can check out what it looks like. Oh wow, we might have a breach here. Oh no! Oh no, not yet. I really don't want to get. It's about. Whoa! It's high 40s. But the water is not, the wind is freezing. Well, I did have a breach. I'm wet. Oh, I just see something over here. Woo! And as you know, it's extremely slippery because there's algae. Looks like they must have had, this must have been cool. They had like a staircase, and maybe this development put together a staircase to take advantage of this, but it is wrecked. I'm sure the water, we had some water that kind of did that in. But yeah, I think I can get past here without getting wet. I got a little bit of trickle in the boot already. Yeah, it's deeper than it seems. Maybe I got the kayak here. Maybe I should throw it in. Here's another. I'm not approaching this the right way. If you're wondering, I made it. Although I needed all my faculties in balance to make sure I did not get into the drink. So maybe we'll be lucky to see a train pass by. And you can see how high the water must have been, because look at all this wash up, blow down. Would you want to live in a really beautiful apartment like this and have almost an imagery of industrial revolution here, where you have the train and you have the river flowing by? I mean, naturally it would be better if it was a little cleaner, but I don't know if I'm not sure if I'm an apartment living person anymore, but maybe I am. I used to be. But would I like to live here and kind of have my coffee and just kind of walk out here and just relax, and maybe even throw a kayak on this guy and take off for a bit? What I'm trying to also understand is, if I do plop down right now in here, I'm thinking about it. I mean, how much portage are we talking about? A lot, because you're getting some deep water, and then we're getting all into here. And if it was a bigger rain, and we had a lot of water, but this is just not high enough. Well, it is if you want to get exercise and wet. You're not gonna escape getting wet here. Let me take a look. That's probably like 2 or 3 feet right here. Thought it might be a train, but it's just wind. The last time we were hanging out, on the Elizabeth River, I wore these boots again, and they're awesome to keep water out because they're high. But the issue was, I walked probably like 4 miles in these things, and my toe is still jammed. It's kind of sore. So I don't know how I'm going to resolve that, but I don't know. What do you, I know sometimes when we get injured, we're supposed to slow down, but I was dying to see this. Now there's a trail here. This looks like, this is definitely a walked trail. And that is the train rail line to my left over here. And you have a walking trail here, or it's a beaten path. And now if I look, so right here, this may be the deepest I've seen the Elizabeth River, north of Matano Park. When it gets down, getting towards the Kill, it looks pretty deep. I've never seen it this deep. So this is pretty doable for a kayak. So I told my lovely wife that I was calling off this trip because I called her, I FaceTimed her, and said, you know, I might have been a little overzealous. This is not conditions and on the right cold weather gear. But now, I'm like, of course, she knows that whatever I'm telling her is probably, it's not intentionally a lie, but she's not planning on seeing me. But you get out there and you find stuff, and this is all in my backyard, essentially. Right here is a section where there's a lot of blowdown. It's really, I'm always kind of startled when you look at this, because that looks like a foot or a shoe, and for a second it looks like someone might be trying to live in here. Oh, there's a big deer in the background running. You can probably see their tails. But yeah, here you go. So it appears that the Elizabeth River takes a pretty wide bend here. And that's usually a recipe for a bunch of blowdown and garbage that gets caught. It's like another world in here. There goes our train. Yeah, so this is unfortunately when there's this much of a curve in the river with the trees blown down, you're gonna get a lot of snags. And this reminds me of a dirty version of Yoda's what was it, Dagobah, his little home where Luke came to visit him in Empire Strikes Back. But Yoda would just use his powers to just clean this up very quickly. I'm gonna try to get over this. So now there's a branch here. I have to look on a map. I don't even know what this is or if it's even noted. Yeah, I'm doing it again. This wasn't supposed to be really a adventure for video, but since you're here and I saw you, looks like we are on an adventure. Well, we're gonna cross this little tributary, and when we do that, I'm gonna get on the other side of the river, which essentially is gonna get me to my vehicle, the side of the water where my vehicle is. Although there may be a fence separating me from my vehicle, but let's give this a whirl. Wow, I just took a big chance. This is very slippery. I'm very shocked that I just didn't fall in up there. But you're here, you're giving me special positive powers, and now I'm getting all dainty. I don't want to get muddy. Ugh. Good luck. All right, so let's keep going. So Union County, where we live here, is always talking about deer population, and deer, not kidding, there's an insane amount of deer here. And I just saw a couple of little fawns or whatever running around, but whew, all right, this is why I do this stuff. I want to show you something. Hey, I know you might be saying, hey man, like what's the big deal? But this is so awesome, and the water is flowing here. We're gonna come down, we're gonna get into it, we're gonna feel the vibrations of the water. We're gonna ignore a lot of this trash and filth that shouldn't be here, but it is. And sometimes I'm in the mood to bring a bag and trash it, which is always helpful, but there's a lot here. But let's still take it for its beauty. And let's take a little wander in here. And I mean it, if you ever get the opportunity, even if it's warm enough and you live in a place where you can actually don't need boots. Although here we have a double whammy, it's cold, and if you walked in here without boots, if you don't have a tetanus shot or etc., you get the idea. So let's take a little walk here. Actually pretty deep. If we might get a breach, but it'll be worth it because this is cool. All right, now I'm on a peninsula or an island here, and I'm loving it. Be fantastic to catch this when the water is complete, when it's got a rush here. We can get the kayak on it. But this is still fascinating and very refreshing. So as I've been back here, I'm noticing I might have been a little late to the party, because this path, at least on the other side of the river near the tracks, there's actually someone that looks like a young couple is having a date on the track, walking on the track. Now, I was mistaken. I thought this was the Lehigh Valley Railroad. It is not. It is, that is New Jersey Transit, a live track. So is the Lehigh Valley. But, you know, young people do what they want to do. Trust they're being safe. Although I would get off of that track. Oh, so I'm on, looks like I'm on, I may not be on county property anymore. All right. Yeah, so just give you an idea, these apartments, you can see, and then on there, they got this lovely river. One thing I didn't mention too was, oh, am I being towed? No way. No, not yet. How's it going? So I just spoke to a gentleman over there. He didn't want to be on camera. Whoa, that would have been bad. Look how high up this is. So I didn't think that these were assigned parking spots. If they are, I'm going to be in big trouble. Check this out. I promise.
But you should be fine because you're right here,
So a really nice person here who is very wonderful and beautiful, but maybe not ready for the day. Doesn't want to be on camera, but my car is not being towed, but there is a car being towed. But I could park, like that's my truck right there, that black truck. That's not an assigned spot right here.
Oh, right here? No, these are free.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks a lot. So check it out, we have explorers. See, they're climbing down the edge of the train track, down the steps. People after my own heart. Hope they don't mind me videoing them, but they are adventurers. The fella has a backpack, I love it. I gotta meet them. All right, I'm doing this because you're here and I want you to have the experience, but I'm on a precarious decline. I got one hand. I'm not kidding. And my toe is not going to be feeling good after this, I know that. And this might have been a mistake because this is very deep. So to find my friends here, I may have to talk to them across the river. Whew. Oh man, that's rebar. All right. Oh, that might have been a mistake. Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, Chivalry is not dead. This young man is carrying his girlfriend. I'm gonna try to zoom in on it. That is pretty amazing. And here's a person whose car got towed. Luckily, it was not me. Anyway, when you look around, you see a lot of stuff. And speaking of, here's some interesting fungi. And I'm now wrestling with brambles. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt bad. They just got me. I'm not kidding. These things, let me find it. These are killer. You see these? They make you bleed. They have, and I'm covered up. I don't know, I might be able to dig that corner studio apartment with the window there and look out with my coffee in the morning and maybe see the river. So I guess I'm going to be a big hypocrite here and take a look at the tracks. Just gonna look for a second. Ugh. So basically everything we've done at this point is pretty much fine, but when you are spotted on live tracks, that's when you may get a visit from the transit police. So we're leaving. All right, let's head out of here. It's really cool if you ever come here. What's amazing is, oh, is this a, check this thing out. I don't know. Oh. It's like an electrical panel or like a breaker or an electrical board. It's a bunch of junk here. But what's interesting is when they put this beautiful fence here to block it, but again, like in the cartoons, the fence ends. I'll show you. It's pretty interesting, funny. So, you know, you gotta hop the fence, and no, you don't, because look what happens. It just magically opens up, and it starts again, but it's open right here. All right, that's enough. Let's get out of here. You know, kind of being theatrical. Should you have to leave? No. I'm just taking a look, enjoying the beauty, and I believe I'm actually promoting this place. It's a lot of really brand new construction, so it looks nice now. It seems to be quiet. Evidently there's a lot of people in here, but it seems very quiet, so I like that. But it's called the Arbor at Union. All right, and you have, if you're in the building, you have these views. A lot of times I'm twisting the camera because the mic is set, different mic situation. All right, across it. Totally awesome. I like it. So I wasn't just pretending. I had the kayak, I had the banger set up to do this, but you know, didn't work out. But now I knew a new spot. You got to see it as well, and let's see, maybe this adventure's over, maybe not. See how I'm feeling. Anybody looking for me? You know how that goes. And feels good, and I'm not cold at all. I was freezing earlier. So when it's a Saturday and you know when I feel like I'm off the leash and doing things and trying to have some fun, and so I'm back at Lightning Brook Park in Union, and I was, again, the water levels are too low, but I wanted to spy out what the Elizabeth River looks like going under the parkway. It's just not enough water, but I see this food truck right here. So let me see if I can get, maybe it's Bolivian baked goods. Let's see what that's all about. I'm gonna try something. How's it going? I'm just making a video. I don't want you to be alarmed. How's it going?
Good, good.
I was just checking out. I like this park. I was out, but I figured I saw your truck. But I'm gonna try. Can I try your vegan tonka?
Sure. They're actually,
You're all out of those?
I might have one. I have some in the oven right now. So let me. I know. They'll be ready in about 5 minutes. Can you come back to see if I have any available?
Yeah, I can wait for that. Sure.
You only eat vegan?
Can't wait.
Amazing.
When you get out there, you never know what you're gonna find. I'm speaking to this awesome this nice lady from this food truck, and this person's originally from, I believe, LA. And this is really wild to see this in Lightning Brook Park. I would not have imagined this, but that's what happens when you get outside and see what's going on. So if you want to check them out here. So what made you start doing this?
So my husband and I are from Bolivia, and we had a really hard time finding good Bolivian empanadas here in the East Coast, specifically in New York and New Jersey. So he started making them during COVID, and they ended up being absolutely delicious. And just little by little, we decided to expand.
All right, thank you.
So what makes these unique is that they're really juicy empanadas. So there's actual soup inside.
Okay.
The best way to eat them is upright.
Upright.
So like this. You take a small bite from the tip and then drink it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But it's hot.
It's hot inside.
All right, check this out. Sonia, thank you. I'll see you next time.
All right,
Enjoy.
How was the chicken?
Great.
Maybe good. I'm glad you liked it.
You didn't like that?